Let's look today at some new old stock pencils from Staples. Hello everyone. A review today of some store brand pencils from Staples. And these are a little bit old. Based on the copyright date here, 2016. I don't remember exactly when I purchased these, but it wasn't long after that, probably. Obviously purchased at Staples back in the old hazy distant past when I used to drive into the office to work. And I would pass near a Staples store, which I haven't been in a Staples store in years. So I don't know that they still offer, I doubt they offer this exact pencil, but I don't know if there's a similar pencil now offered under the Staples name. I'm not certain. I had tried in the past some yellow standard basic school and office pencils labeled Staples, but the black ones intrigued me because they look kind of nice. They reminded me of the Stettler pencils I found that was kind of one of the very first really nice pencils I tried. I bought these at Staples too, a few years prior to that maybe. This one's in rough shape, but really nice pencils. And these reminded me of that quite a bit. So I thought I would try those out. Let's get right to it here. 24 pencils in this kind of generic packaging. There's info there if you want to take a look at it. It advertises it's premium wood or premium wood pencils. So I don't know if the wood is premium or the pencil itself is premium. Something is premium here, but we'll be the judge of that. Black erasers, you can see. I wonder if I think these are all pre-sharpened, so I won't be able to tell much about the core centering, whether that is centered or not. Oh, they're not. They're not sharpened. Okay. The wood has a very distinct grain. Kind of a darker wood. It almost looks like cedar. We'll find out. I think there are some problems with centering in the core. This one looks quite a bit off center. A lot of these do. Yeah, just not a very good job of centering on some of these. Let's find one that's relatively well centered, and we'll test it out. I guess we got some volunteers here. Let's see which one we want to try. This one looks okay. Okay. Glossy black paint job. Standard cheap pencil, chrome colored ferrule crimped on. Very simple graphics on it. Simply says Staples with their logo. HB2, black eraser. These are maybe 6 to 8 years old and the eraser still feels okay. Comparing it with the Norica. The Norica has a more matte finish, a more aluminum colored matte or less shiny, less chromed ferrule. Okay, let's sharpen it up, see what kind of wood we're dealing with here. I use a Apsara long point, so I can get a better look and width of the wood. And just based on appearances, I'd say that, I mean, that looks a lot like cedar. Maybe they're just staining the wood or soaking it in a chemical bath to give it that color. Not sure, but that would fool me. If it's not cedar, it sure looks it. Takes a nice point. Let's check this ribbon. Okay, there's no cedar smell, so I'm reasonably sure that is not cedar. But I don't know what it is. It sure acts like cedar under the blade. So, nice wood. Premium. I don't know if I would go that far, but it mimics good American cedar adequately. Let's try it out on some paper. Going at quite a slant here, aren't I? Don't remember how much I paid for these. They were not much. It might have been like a clearance item, to be honest. I tend to not buy 24 counts of pencils anymore because turns out I have a lot of pencils here. Writing at a really oblique angle and hard to hold the pencil in that. Let's do some graphite laying down here. My initial impression is this is a nice dark graphite. Has a little bit of a scratch in it, just a bit of feedback, which I tend to like in a pencil. I mean, I like a smooth graphite, but a little bit of feedback can be pleasant from time to time. I'm going to do some comparison, but I'm curious if these erasers will work. Well, not bad. For a pencil that's been sitting in a drawer for several years and a relatively dark graphite, that's a challenge for most erasers, but that did okay. Let's compare it with we usually compare with a Ticonderoga on this channel, so that's kind of a standard office pencil or school pencil. Here we have to go with the Ticonderoga Black, obviously. Very similar pencils. Sorry, I have the exposure or the focus locked down here. Let's see how it compares. More feedback on the Ticonderoga. Lighter graphite on the Ticonderoga. They're both labeled number 2. I would say the Staples behaves more like a B. Let's try the eraser on this Ticonderoga. I don't know how old this is, but the eraser feels, yeah, that's bad. It's just for fun, try this eraser. Can't clean up the mess left by that hardened Ticonderoga eraser, but still removes most of the graphite. There's obviously ghosting there still. Let's get this back to focusing. The wood seems similar. I don't think this Ticonderoga is cedar. I think this is made well after they stopped using cedar on all their pencils. The wood looks very similar in both. Who knows, maybe same supplier there. Very similar pencils, but yeah, the Staples I would say is darker. Go on, you can do it. I think there's no question there. Less grittiness, less scratch, but still a little bit, so you know you're writing with a graphite pencil. These are actually nice. I don't know why I've kept these in a drawer unopened for so long. Not as dark probably as the wonderful 2014 Staedtler Noricas here, which is as near to a perfect pencil as I've ever found in an office pencil. You know, but not that far off. Maybe these are coming from the same factory. Anyway, if they still market these, sell these at Staples, it might be worth checking out, although the way they change factories, change suppliers, change materials so rapidly these days, who knows what you're actually going to get. But if you, you know, it'd be worth a gamble, I think, to try these. It's a pretty nice pencil. Unassuming, not a whole lot of flair going on here. Kind of plain looking, but writes very nicely if you like a darker line. A little bit of scratch, but relatively smooth compared to a Ticonderoga. Not bad. The Staples number 2 black glossy office pencil. Thanks for watching this review, and I hope to see you here again next time.